This is your fourth Scolio hip video. We are going to add K2 in this one. We saved this one for last because not everyone has a K2 yet. But it is a really great strengthening exercise for your spine, for your hips, while you are being elongated more passively. Instead of having to necessarily do it yourself, you can use some gravity here. So just like in all the videos that we've done for the hips today, my right hip, we determined in the first hip video that it is the hip that likes to live forward. It will live forward whether I'm sitting, whether I'm lying on my side, or whether I'm standing. So now when I'm about to go and lie on my stomach here, it will still try to push forward. In other words, it will still try to push further into the K2 up here on the pelvic plateau, where your pelvis goes, than the left hip. So in order to get it back in line with my left hip, I'm going to put the scolio rectangle here before I put my hip on it. So I will realign the hips, then I will do the exercise. Okay, so it'll look like this. We will be first on our knees. The knees open just to the edges of the K2 just a little bit. My hands go forward on the K2. I'm going to slide down. My knees will back up just a little bit so I can get my hip bone, my right hip bone, on the scolio rectangle that's sitting on the pelvic plateau. I'll come down here. I'm going to rest my forehead on my hands. My knees are apart and my heels are together. It looks like this. My spine is elongating with gravity. And now to begin the exercise, I'm going to take my right leg and I'm going to take it out to the side of my mat here. I could take it straight back, but if I take it to the side, it makes this butt muscle work a little harder. When this butt muscle works a little harder, it is in line with the back muscles. So once it activates, the back muscles also activate a little more easily. So I'm going to make it easier for my butt muscles to activate by taking the leg out to the side as opposed to keeping it in line. Make sense? So out to the side, my forehead rests on my hands. And I lift my right leg up and down here. 7 more. I want to be sure I'm not resting on my elbows here, that I'm resting on my forehead. That way I can elongate my spine. I place that leg back. I extend my left leg, and 10 more. Elongating the spine. And 3, and 2, and 1. Great. So the joint that's working there, or the joint that's moving, is the hip joint. The muscles that are working go from your hip all the way up to your head. So that is one of the reasons I really love working on my stomach on this, because when I lift the leg, it's making all my back muscles work. So from this nice elongated position where my scoliosis has been moved a little bit closer to neutral with gravity, I can strengthen up around that new, more neutral position and be able to maintain it once I come back to sitting. That's it. Those are your 4 Scolio hip videos. And it is Thanksgiving of 2016 tomorrow, and we do want to say how grateful we are for your support of our mission. The Scolio-Pilates mission is to add exercise to the list of management tools that there are available for people living with scoliosis. We have observation, we have bracing, and we have surgery. And in addition to that, we would hope that we can add exercise to help you live a better life with scoliosis. Let us know how we can help. Have a great Thanksgiving.